Okay, you're back. Hi, kids. Hi. Wow. Summer can't come soon enough, I know. I'm with you on that one. Right there with you. Thinking the same thing. Why do you think I got into teaching? Right? Secure job, great benefits in summer. Oh, yeah. And 120 kids bothering you all the time, even during your lunch and after school. Oh, yeah. What a great job. Oh, wait, it's vacation. What am I doing? I'm working. Who's complaining? I'm not. Let's get to work, guys, all right? I'm not really complaining. Guys, I'm going to give you my little disclaimer in my lecture. No cheating. You will not pass this Regents exam if you're here to cheat. Cheaters only cheat. And they don't win. So don't cheat. You might not win. So, this is January 2012. We're going to be doing problems 15 through 27. Only 12 questions. I have no idea what page number I'm on. Guess I'm on this one. Oh, we've already done half that. Okay, so here we go. Moving on. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this problems done. So if you go back, if you watch the last video, you realize we had an easy problem, then a really hard problem, then, oh no, not this question. This question's really hard too. So which expression represents the third term in the expansion of this? So you could do, Pascal's triangle 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, and use this row. I just like to shy away from that. I like the combinations formulas. So I'm going to do, let's see, the first one would be 3, choose 0, 3, choose 1, 3, choose 2. And this is the one we want. We want the third term. Parenthesis, 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 parenthesis. Get rid of this crap. Gone. See ya. Wouldn't want to beat ya. You cheat. And you're a cheater. I picked a different color just for fun. I don't know why. Then I will put in what goes in the middle. Let's just keep the festive color going on. Let's see how many colors I can use. So 2x to the fourth goes here. 2x to the fourth. And 2x to the fourth. What kind of stupid question is this? Minus y. This is some guy in Albany's idea of a joke. Okay, so on these, remember, on the first set of parentheses, we're going to start high and go low. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Start low and go high. 0, 1, 2. Don't forget, these always have to add up to whatever the exponent is on the thing. In this case, it's a 3. All right, so now really all I got to do is type this in, and type that number in. So I'll take all the numbers and type them into my calculator. So let's get rid of last class. So what we're going to do is going to go into menu, probability, combinations, and we want to do 3, what was it, 1? 3, 2, I apologize, 3, 2. And we're going to do parentheses, times. Well, let's just figure out what that is. You're going to find out that's 3. I think it's easier to do this. So this is equal to 3. So now what we're going to do is type in all the numbers. I'm going to highlight them for you. Highlight all the numbers. So we're going to highlight this 3 and this 2 and this -1. Well, I don't need my calculator for that because, and that's why I wanted to come back here, because this is just 3. This is 2 to the 1. That's just 2. And this is -1 squared, and -1 squared makes it positive, and that just goes away. So I end up with 6 x to the fourth y. Choice 3. Done. Next problem. Wasn't as bad as I thought. All right. Oh. All right. So this one, let me just get this up higher. I don't know why we can't. So what I want to do on this problem is I want to factor it. So the first rule of factoring is always, always, always take out the GCF. I might show you another way to do this problem. I am going to show you a different way to do this problem. I wasn't going to, but I think I might. So we end up with 3x is the GCF. And you end up with x to the fourth minus 16. Oh, my pen's going. I don't know why. It always does that. So 3x, and then this is x squared plus 4. These are difference of perfect squares. And x squared minus 4, again, equals 0. And then this can be factored to x plus 2 x minus 2. So I got two answers. I got negative 2 here, positive 2 here. Now, this gives me 0. So I've got negative 2, positive 2, and 0. So that might be, you might want to choose that one. But we got this strange one in the middle here. So if I set this equal to 0, x squared plus 4. By the way, x squared plus 4 cannot be factored. Please don't do that. Equals 0. What I end up with is x squared equals negative 4. And when you take the square root of negative 4, I hope you realize you get plus or minus 2i. So the answer is 3. If you have a TI calculator, I think you can do this on your TI calculator. So we're going to go into algebra. We're going to poly tools. Now, wait a second. I think what we want is we want to get complex roots. So click on complex roots. Wait. No. That's not what I want to do. Sorry. What I want to do is hit menu, algebra, poly tools, find poly tools. And this one we're going to choose complex. And we got to change this to a 5th degree because it's a 5th degree polynomial. So you're going to see lots of boxes. So the first box was 3. The second box was 0. The third box is 0. The fourth box is 6. Was it negative 16? Negative 48. And the last box is 0. Now the reason is, now make sure when I hit OK, something's wrong. Oh, wait, hold on. This should be negative 48, the x term, and this one should be 0. So let's make sure I got these right. Well, click OK. Oh my God, what is going on? 0. Okay, is this right? 3x to the 5th minus 48x. Yes. Do you want to solve for x? Yes. So 3x, and if I hit enter, I get negative 2, 0, negative 2i, 2i, and 2. And I even put them in order. There they are. Answers. Cool. So what do we got here? Which formula represents the nth term of this equation? Let's see what's going on. Well, they give us a hint. That's a nice thing about multiple choice. Where the heck is my pen? They give us a nice hint here. We're going from 4 to 10 to 25 to 62.5. So it looks like every single time. Hold on, I gotta hit mute. No, I don't think it's muting. Let me make sure it's not muting, because last time I didn't talk. Hello, can you hear me? Nope, still not muting. All right, we're good. Get rid of this. Go away. All right, so it looks like based on, if you look at the multiple choice answers, it looks based on those that we are probably, multiplying by, that's so dirty. Um, 2.5 every time. So because it looks like what we're doing is multiplying by 2.5 every time. So, and if you take these and we say, okay, take 4 and you multiply by 2.5, you do in fact get 10. Multiply by 2.5, you get 25, so on and so forth. So that's what we're doing. I am having all kinds of issues with my pen right now, and for some reason my glasses just got fogged up. So it's getting real crazy down here in the basement. Oh yeah, I'm in the basement. Now you're even more scared. I got a teacher hang out in his basement, teach me math on his vacation. Something clearly not right with that guy. And he can't even find the right page. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a long video, kids, because it's going to take me like an hour just to finish every question. So, done. Back. All right, so what we'll do is we'll say, okay, a sub n, look at this, it's going crazy, is equal to 4 plus, and we're going to multiply 2 by 2.5. We want to do that on every one of them but the first one. N minus 1. Now let's see if that makes sense. Let's see if that makes sense. So that's 4 plus put n equals 2 in here, you get a 1 plus 2.5. Did I add 2.5? Oh, no, I'm not adding. That's because what I'm doing every time is I am multiplying by 2.5. So this is just not going to work. You're not going to choose the one with adding and subtracting to go from each one, because to go from one to the next, you're actually multiplying. So these two don't make any sense. So it has to be one of these two. So what we're really doing is taking 4 and we are multiplying by 2.5. Now I'm either going to choose n or n minus 1. And generally it's always the n minus 1 because we don't want to multiply by 2.5 to the first one. Our first one is 4, it's just 4. And if I put a 1 in here, 1 minus 1 is 0, and 2.5 to the 0 is just 1. So that's our answer right there. And you can check it. You know, plug in, come over here to your calculator, type in 4 times parenthesis 2.5 raised to the now what we're going to do is 4 minus 1, and you get 62.5, and that gives us our fourth term. So we're done. That's it. All right. Parallelogram Buffalo. I think they meant to do that for Buffalo, like Buffalo, New York. So they'll do in Buffalo, New York. They meant that problem for you. Parallelogram Buffalo. B F L O. OL is 3.8. And LF is 7.4. Angle O is 126. And the question says, what is the area of triangle BLF? BLF. So let me draw in this. Well, this is triangle BLF over here, right? BLF. That's this triangle right here. So let me bring this 38 over here, because I can do that. And let me bring this 126 over here, because I can do that. And so I have this triangle, and I want to find the area of it. Well, if I go to my formula sheet, there it is, right there at the beginning. 1/2 AB sine C. That's all I need. So I'm going to type this in. 0.5 times 3.8 times, I don't know what the other one was, 7.4 times the sine of, was it 126? 126. 11.3. Is that an answer? It's 11.3 something. It rounds apparently to 11.4. There we go. Done. Over with. Problem's finished. Got to remember that formula's there. Which statement about this is true? Well, you're thinking I probably should graph that. I'm thinking you're probably right. We should graph e to the x. E, x, enter. There it is. So, that's what it looks like. Now, I'll go back. You should have known this. You should have drawn it a bunch of times this year. Looks like that. Okay. Is it asymptotic to the x-axis? Sure. Well, there's our answer right there. There it is. Let's go on. What we're going to do is we're just going to move on right now. What? What? Oh, I missed this word not. True. Not true. Take a highlighter with you. See my highlighter? It's the same as my pen. Take your highlighter with you. Highlight things like not so you don't make this mistake. That's not true. That is true. Its domain is the set of all reals. Does it go all the way to the left? Does it go all the way to the right? Yes, that's not true. Or that is true. It lies in quadrants 1 and 2. 1, or 2 and 1. Yes, that's true. It passes to the point E1. Well, E is 2.7 something. E1. Well, that's the answer. Doesn't pass to the point E1. It passes to the point 0, 1. All exponentials, unless you add something to the end, we're going to go through that. All right, so what is the number of degrees in the radians measured? 2 radians. Oh my God, they love asking this question. Look, kids, if you were given 3 pi over 4 radians, you're like, oh my God, that's so easy. I just know you multiply by 180 over pi. I'm done. So I know if I want to convert from radians to degrees, all I got to do is multiply by 180 over pi. I don't care what radians they give you. Sometimes they give you radians that look normal like this with a pi in it, because you guys love seeing radians with a pi in it. But I have seen it in so many Regents exams where they just said, oh, you're given 2 radians. Deal with it. Figure it out. So if I multiply these, well, it looks like, first of all, it's not going to give me 360 because it ends up being 2 over 1. So that gives me 360 over pi. And there's your answer, 360 over pi. Moving on, 21. View. 100%, 150%. Spinors divided into 8 equal sections. So 8 equal seconds. 5 red, 3 green. Spinner is spun 3 times. What is the probability it lands on red exactly twice? So you're going to have 3, choose 2. What I want to happen, what I don't want to happen. A 2 goes here and a 1 goes here. What I want to happen is it lands on red twice. Red is 5/8. And white, or whatever, green is 3/8. So I'll come over to my calculator, and I'm going to do that. Menu, probability, combinations. So we're going to do 3, 2, parenthesis, 5 divided by 8, squared, and then parentheses, 3 divided by 8 raised to the first power. Don't have to do that. 212 over 5, 225 over 512. Hopefully that's one of my answers. 225 over 512. There it is. Choice 4. Done. I hope that you guys know that this here is an absolute value. It looks something like this, where the vertex is +3, +2. +3, +2. It's going up because there's no negative in front. So the question says, what is the range? Now, range are the y values, not x values. Get rid of choice 3. So the lowest y value is this y value right here, which is 2, and it goes forever and ever up. Y is greater than or equal to 2. Moving on. Which of these has the strongest linear relationship? So what you're looking for is this correlation coefficient. Anything closer to 1, oh, that one's closer. Anything closer to 1, still number 1, is the right answer. Whoa, wait a second, this is -1. What's the right answer? I can't tell you how many kids said it was this one. It's not. It is closer to 1 or -1, and this one is closer to -1. So let's move on. That's the right answer. All right. I want to figure out what is this? Log A. So let me write this over here. Where's my pen? So I've got log of x squared minus log of 2a equals log of 3a. And they want us to figure out what log of a is equal to. So the first thing we're going to do is say, okay, log of x squared is equal to the log of 3a plus, when I bring that over, the log of 2a. And if you remember correctly, that when we have addition, what we really want to do is figure out what that is in multiplication. So this is a problem. Log of x squared is equal to the log of 6a squared. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply those two to condense them. And then I'm going to uncondense them or expand them. Log of x squared is equal to the log of 6 plus the log of a squared. But this squared, I'm going to move down here. It really doesn't belong here. I'm going to put it as a 2. So then I'm going to move the log of 6 over. Log of x squared plus the log of 6 equals 2 times the log of a. I've almost got log a by itself. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Oh, crap. So each one of these gets a half. So I put a 1/2 here, Put a 1/2 here. And by the way, this was log of 6. So 1/2 log x squared. Oh my gosh, these people are sadistic. So this 1/2 comes down in front of this with the 1/2 here, makes it 2 times 1/2. So the answer is I just solved for log A, and I was supposed to have solved for log x. So, wow, all that work, and let me start over. I apologize. That's sort of embarrassing. Not that I haven't done this test 6 times already today. So let's try this again. We got to the point where log x squared is equal to the log of 2a or 3a plus the log of 2a. And so this is really 2 log x equals log 6a squared, because when you have addition, they go back to multiplication. And then if I divide by 2 and divide by 2, I get log of x is equal to 1/2 times the log of 6a squared, which of course is not one of the answers. So then I have to do 1/2 the log of 6 plus 2 log a, because really it's a squared, but the 2 comes out front. And so if I distribute this 1/2 log 6, 1/2 times 2 is just 1 log a. So 1/2 log 6 times log a. Wow. Wow, that was fun. In fact, love doing it twice. Which function is 1 to 1? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly draw these. This is an absolute value. This is an exponential. Goes like this. This is a parabola, and this is a sine curve. 1 to 1 passes the vertical and horizontal line test. This is the only one that will pass both the vertical and the horizontal line test. There's my answer. Moving on. 26. P varies inversely. Whenever I see the words varies inversely, I know that is P times Q equals P times Q as Q. So P is 10 when Q is 3 over 2. What is the value of P when Q is 3/5? Well, this just gives me 15 is equal to P times 3/5. And hopefully you have learned enough about fractions and not be afraid of them that to get rid of it, you just multiply by the reciprocal. And this gives me 25. So my answer is 25. All right, we're almost done. Last question on this section. Which graph this equation? Okay, so if we figure out, let's see, the difference between these two is 6. So if I go up 3, that will give me my midline. So my midline is 5. So it's not one of these answers. It's also clearly the cosine curve. Okay, and we're starting at minimums. And we're going up to the maximum. If you start at a minimum, that has a negative leading coefficient. So there's your answer. That's it. That's all she wrote. All right, part 1's done. Thank you. That was a lot of work. If you get 100 on your Regents, email me, kenkrause@gmail.com. Link will be down below. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Still trying to get to 500 subscribers. Pass it off to your friends. Show them the link. Hopefully it'll help. Please don't cheat. Please keep working hard. Summer's right around the corner. Take it easy, guys. And hopefully you're going to go watch the next section. Bye.